Alright, guys, so I'm gonna end off on the Chinese release here on a somewhat educational note, and I wanted to talk about why people are freaking out about some of the prices and what I feel like some of the prices are gonna do. I'm gonna start off on the key, and this goes across every key, no matter what key it is. So, I mean, esports and vanilla keys, those are a little different, and I can explain that in an entirely different video. But talking about keys and why people are freaking out, there's a couple of reasons as to why. The first thing that kind of targets people, that gets some people mildly concerned, is currency exchange. And if you've ever taken an economics course or you know anything about economics, currency exchange is a big deal. Prices, or not really prices, but value of a currency is backed up by what that country or government has to offer. So, in like a short explanation, the more the country has to offer, the more the country is trading with other countries, the more the country has gold reserves and all of that, the more their currency's worth. I don't know any of that about China right now, so I don't know what their currency is worth in regards to the US currency or any other foreign currency. That is kind of like one of those things that people are concerned about, but not quite as concerned about shit like the new case drop system. Let's just put it that way. The new case drop system is probably the same exact system we currently have. It's what people are speculating anyway. And they have to disclose drop rates, right? So when you open a case, it'll tell you you have a 25.5% chance of getting this particular blue or whatever. And that's what's got people concerned. Because say you unbox a knife, or you're wanting to unbox a knife, and the drop rate is 0.0005 or 0001, why would you bother doing that, right? We want to know because we're all curious, but why would you bother doing it? That it's one of those things that like it scares people from wanting to do it, even though they may have already unboxed a knife in the past or whatever. It's just one of those things. Now, I kind of wanted to go back a little bit and talk about shit such as like the new dragon lore, craze that's going around. Everybody wants one, and that's a good thing. But I feel like right now, especially, the key prices are doing quite well. But when we have this new market open up to us, I feel like it probably will do a little bit better. And the reasoning behind that is you have an item that's seen as like a Lamborghini amongst everybody, right? Like, you want it. It's one of the most expensive things you can get. People love this thing. I've got one. Almost every one of my fucking trader friends has one. Like, you want one. So we're going to have this whole new market come out and say, hey, I fucking want one. And that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, because I don't know. I'm curious. I want to know what the fuck's going to happen. They're not dropping right now, and depending on if Valve releases the old collections in the next operation, they may never drop again. The only way you can get them is by trading up the Knight. I don't know. And I would say the same applies to the Knight. Like, the Knight is one of those things that you can't really get unless you unbox a souvenir one. And if you don't want to fucking pay $500 for a souvenir one, you're not going to be able to get a regular one, and people are going to want that. It's a good M4 skin. But it's like, it's just one of those things. Same would apply to the Medusa. It's such a desirable skin. People freak out over this shit, and it's great to see. Now, as far as I think like the prices of the Howls go, the Howls are definitely going to go up. I mean, they don't drop. Never have, never will. You can't unbox them, and you can't trade up to it. What's out there is out there. You got all these new people coming in saying, fuck, dude, I want a Howl. They're going to get themselves a Howl. I don't even know where to go with that. I mean, it's going to go up. I can't say necessarily how much, but it's going to go up. And, like, in a discussion. As far as knives, like, let's talk about the Karambit Fade. As far as the knives go, there are more people who are going to be apt to opening cases, so more of them might come about, which could lower the price initially. Or it's going to skyrocket because you have a whole new market coming in that really, really, really wants these nice knives. Now, as a little bit of like a disclosure, people should automatically know there are Chinese collectors out there. Those guys are some of the highest tier. They've got some of the most expensive shit across the board. I don't really know what the regular population's going to do. Right? That's one of those speculation things. I can assume they're going to buy into it and they're going to want a fuck ton of them, and like anything that's halfway decent, Krambit Tiger Tooth, all of that shit is just going to go up. Right? I mean, the current prices of them are pretty reasonable, I'd say, at least for now, but who fucking knows? Right? That's my opinion on all of this. I don't think, like, gut knives, I don't think those are going to shoot up massively. You may see, like, a $10 jump. I don't know yet. We'll have to see past the 18th, which is coming up in a few days. My name is Nomi. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.